Thanks for joining us on Channel 13 at 11. I'm Alyssa Bethencourt. We begin tonight with breaking news. A police pursuit of a stolen vehicle came to a dramatic end near Charleston and Fremont. 3 people are dead and 15 others are injured after a shooting at a park in Las Cruces, New Mexico last night. Overnight, a massive response from authorities in Los Angeles after police say a car plowed into a crowd outside of a music venue. We are taking a live look at the Thomas and Mack Center, where Harris is set to take center stage in a matter of minutes. Efforts are now underway to find the people responsible for keeping an English bulldog trapped in a small taped plastic container. Our Ryan Ketchum joins us now live in studio. And Ryan, curious to know, what are some of the biggest concerns people are having here following this assassination attempt?
No, but it's just been absolutely beautiful. It's so cool because we can see one of the turns on the track, and I didn't even know getting here earlier that we were going to be able to see that. That said, we're on the Las Vegas Strip right now, but Guy Tannenbaum, he's out in Henderson.
Tonight just solidified everything for us because we saw those players with that Stanley Cup. You saw them going down the parade route, and I can't even imagine how exhilarating that must have been for you. A few years ago, it's exactly what everybody says. We never thought that hockey would be in the desert, and to think that in their 6th year, the Vegas Golden Knights were able to win the Stanley Cup and be world champions, it just gives me goosebumps every time I say it. A total of 32 from Topaz down to Sandhill that came crashing down. That's nearly a mile stretch. And the culprit, believe it or not, is directly in front of me. You're looking at that tree. That is what caused all these power lines to come crashing down. Tonight, you can see the thick smoke in the air. You can also see fire crews here on scene. Law enforcement sources telling ABC News tonight that the deceased gunman in the UNLV shooting has been identified as 67-year-old Anthony Polito. It was a visit by a maintenance worker earlier this week to seal up some gaps was a result of him calling Channel 13. What's so amazing, though, is we did that call to action at 5 o'clock, asking the community to help if they could. You guys, my phone has not stopped ringing since that live shot at 5. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Alyssa Bethencourt in all of her glory. You decide, I don't know, F1 driver or reporter. But what I do want to tell you is that I did that with heels on, and I still came in first place. Everybody in here yelling MVP, and that's because we have him right here. Check him out, Jonathan Marchessault, just now signing the first autograph of the day. You are taking a live look at what appears to be the Cybertruck involved in this morning's explosion. You can see it is up on that tow truck right now. Yesterday, deliberations went on for about 4 hours, and today we understand the jury got started at around 10:30. And I want to read those questions to you one by one. The first one was, can we get another laptop to review digital evidence? We have just learned they will be returning tomorrow for day 3 of deliberations. That is a pretty cool video. I mean, if you stepped outside today, you could not miss the rain, you could not miss the clouds. It was very different, I would say, from what we've been seeing the past week. And down in Henderson, I want to point this out, 60% humidity, very different compared to what we typically see here in the Las Vegas Valley. We always recommend you wear some lightweight clothing, maybe a tank top, maybe some shorts, but when you do that, it is easier to burn. Oh, of course it's hot, but it's also like grossly sticky out there. I will take this for sure over 120 degrees, and I will never say no to a little rain. Ooh, yeah. It sounds nice just thinking about it. Trisha, that's right. For nearly 2 years, he had vanished, but now Oswaldo Perez Sanchez, the only suspect ever named in the murder of Tabitha Tazi, is behind bars in Mexico, accused of killing another woman. This is what a long-awaited arrest looks like. Captured in the streets of Sonora, Mexico, Oswaldo Nathaniel Perez Sanchez, the man wanted for the 2023 murder of Tabitha Tazi, was taken into custody by Mexican authorities. But this arrest wasn't for Tazi's death. It was for another woman's. According to the Sinaloa State Attorney General's office, Perez Sanchez, using the alias Jorge, is now accused of killing Viviana Carelli, whose body was found in Culiacan earlier this month. But years before he was accused of this murder, he was a fugitive in the United States, the FBI issuing a $30,000 reward for Perez Sanchez after he was named the suspect in the killing of 26-year-old Tabitha Tazi in April 2023. Tabitha was shot in the head and killed outside of this northwest Las Vegas home. Her mother, Regina Lacerda, immediately began demanding answers.
It makes me wonder How can someone disappear like that? It's crazy. I don't understand that. I don't think I'll have a closure in my life if I don't get justice for my daughter.
But justice felt distant. There was outrage from the community when Las Vegas Metro Police waited 10 days to name Perez Sanchez as the suspect and didn't immediately release his photo. Just hours after his arrest, these videos began to surface on social media. They show a man matching Perez Sanchez's description partying in Fullerton, California just 6 months ago. His Instagram handle spelled out in bottle service lights in the club. The same man the FBI was offering cash to find, seemingly hiding in plain sight.
Justice for Tabitha Tazi!
Through it all, Tazi's mom kept the pressure on, organizing vigils and protests in front of police headquarters. Her voice loud, her commitment never wavering.
My daughter will never gonna be a cold case, I'm telling you. I'm gonna fight until my last breath.
Now, Perez Sanchez is being held in Culiacan for Corelli's murder, and U.S. authorities say they will pursue justice in Tazi's case. What that looks like is unclear right now as he sits in a Mexican jail, but what is clear is that the silence of the last 2 years has finally been broken for one mother who vowed to never give up. Yeah, Tricia, just a huge moment for Tabitha's mother. As you can imagine, all day we've been hearing from family and friends of Tabitha Tazi, a lot of them telling me they feel so happy and so relieved that Perez Sanchez has been arrested and, of course, caught. Now, Tabitha's mother did send us a statement about an hour ago. I want to read that to you. In part, quote, it says, "I am happy and also very sad. I knew in my heart this moment was arriving soon, and it finally did. I want to say thank you to everyone that has supported us and is still supporting us." Tricia? From live streaming life on the Strip
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz.
to facing a judge for murder. Manuel Ruiz is now behind bars accused of killing a couple in a shooting that was also streamed online seconds before it happened.
Holding you on no bail.
Ruiz said nothing in court as Judge Susan Bauckham stated the charges, 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon. The victims are 44-year-old Rodney Finley and 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. The two, police say, were in a long-running feud with Ruiz, a feud that played out on YouTube for months. Sunday night, it turned deadly. The Finleys were live streaming near the Bellagio fountains. Moments later, shots rang out. The Clark County coroner determined Tanisha was shot twice in the head, Rodney multiple times. Both died at the scene.
We heard about 7 to 8 gunshots when we're sitting out here in the balcony.
Ruiz's wife told officers she believed her husband was the shooter, but that their family had received threats too. YouTuber Marquise Wiley was in court Tuesday and told me he watched the messy dispute unfold, even stating he had seen Ruiz make threats in the past.
It was over views, competing who's going to be the biggest YouTube creator in Las Vegas, who's going to have all the clout. What Ruiz did was, it was unethical, it was stupid, because those victims did not deserve to get killed.
Ruiz told police he fired in self-defense, but when police played him the live stream, he lawyered up. Now, the videos that fueled this feud, likely part of the evidence. And Ruiz is due back in court on Thursday morning. That's when a judge will decide if he can post bail or stay behind bars as this case continues. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, I'm Alyssa Bethencourt. In this small garage in Henderson, a lifetime of generosity took shape on 2 wheels. This was where Robert Bob Crane did his life's most important work, not for a paycheck, but for a purpose.
If it wasn't for this, God knows where I'd be today.
Over the course of a year and a half, starting from the moment he was first diagnosed with cancer, Bob shared his journey with me. And in our final sit-down interview this past December, he told me what kept him going.
Bikes have actually saved my life. I want to keep my mind here, not in here.
For more than a decade, Bob's Bikes for Needy Kids was a mission accidentally born after he posted a single refurbished bike online and got 80 responses within the hour. While a lot of people are thinking about settling down at 70, Bob was just getting started.
If I can help a family in dire need, I'd love to. I don't want to quit, but till things say otherwise.
He gave until the very last moment, still posting on his Facebook page just days before he passed, hoping to get one more bike into the right hands.
I'm redoing the brakes on it now.
Over the years, Bob built community, and in his final months, even while battling stage 4 cancer, his body grew weak, but his spirit never wavered.
There's nothing I can do to fight it. I gotta let it take its course.
On Friday, July 11th, his fight came to an end, but what Bob started is far from over. Thousands have already shared memories of the bike they received the moment they needed it most, and the man who made it all possible.
I never dreamed it would start and get as big as it has. There's no price you can put on it. No price.
And maybe
That's the way it should stop.
was his real message all along, that giving isn't seasonal, it's a way of life.
Just the Bob that did what he did, period. That's all I want, you know. Help kids. And that's all. To me, that's what it's all about.
For Channel 13, I'm Alyssa Bethencourt in Henderson.